Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition helped find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I should go.
Be careful out there.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
What is this? Are the Fishers of Stonebearhole too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the Jaws of Hakkon not catch their own fish?
The Inquisitor! Let his blood bathe the blades of the Jaws of Hakkon! Death to the Lowlanders! Glory to Hakkon!
These Jaws of Hakkon demanded your death. What do they have against us?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Don't suppose that's just a legend?
Still need that boat. Otherwise I'll have to swim. My boots will get wet. Very uncomfortable.
If I give you the boat, and You anger the spirits and die. Other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hold and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing. And you may sail to Korth's Rocky Heart, if you wish.
I finally found someplace I hate even more than caves. That's a first.
Over there. We must do something.
Still standing. That's... Oh. Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais?
It does? Why?
It was only a question.
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Ameridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Ameridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
Stay safe.
I will.
Have you seen the animals the Jaws of Hakkon killed? Rat things, frost dripping from their claws.
I have. Augur says it's bad magic. Catch anything today?
Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring up the forest. The gods don't like it. What is that commotion?
What a delightfully rustic welcome.
We should speak with the Thane.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak. Inquisitor, I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stone Bear Hold. You have guest welcome here. The Lowlanders have little love for their mages. I am impressed that you came to lead this Inquisition. You and your people have come far from the safety of the Lowlands.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the Jaws of Hakkon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gurd Harofsen. I wager you have crossed blades with the Jaws of Hakkon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
I'm not hearing a no, Thane Sunhair.
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvaker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvaker returns.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fisherman.
Bah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakkon is battle, with blunted weapons.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
I'll speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvaker. They may know something they have not told me.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
So he arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
What is this?
Oh, demon summoning. Delightful.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the North.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the Hold clamored to see you. I obeyed, for I'm their voice and their Ogre. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the Veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you mudded Time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvaker? No. I've asked the gods, but they've seen no sign.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods, and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
I should be off.
Farewell. Our guests are welcome.
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Now you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
Do you have any idea where Storvacker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I not think she'd run further.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Look at the ground. Someone fought a beast here. It could be the Avar bear. There's no corpse. The bear must be nearby.
goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the Jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stone Bear Hold. Our blades are yours.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her?
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The Jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans?
Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the Lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the Lowlands is a fool's work.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old Lowland fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the Lady never finds them.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is Lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell.
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Sore, but better. Did I thank you for bringing the broth?
Yes, but I don't mind hearing it twice.
Yeah?
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stone Bear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Ameridan. Hi.
We're not going to leave that rift here, right?
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
You, or she, wanted to reach Ameridan again. We're also trying to find him.
Ameridan? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Ayard. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Ayard dragon. Save Orlais.
This wasn't just a hunt. Inquisitor Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken.
Yes. A secret. Drawn by the dragon. Talana. I didn't want to, but where Ameridan goes, I go. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Everything all right, my dear?
May I help you, Inquisitor?
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Untrusties dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
When I helped the Ayard at Stone Bear Hold, we learned that the Jaws of Hakkon once bound their god's soul to a beast. According to the spirit, the dragon Ameridan faced was powerful, and accompanied by hostile Ayard.
You believe they could be one and the same? That would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar god dragon could have endangered the Olesian Empire had Ameridan not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
It seems Inquisitor Ameridan saved Orlais 800 years ago. It's time to honor his legacy. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river. The scouts have had trouble with Hakkonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, some place with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
I'll speak with you later.
Well, we're up the river. That old Tevinter building must be what the spirit meant.
The Jaws of Hakkon must be guarding this place for a reason.
This is brilliant. This must be what the spirit meant. Excellent find. From what I can see, this is an ancillary station. Likely a scouting post for the larger structure to the east. What can it tell us about where Inquisitor Ameridan went?
I got Professor Kenrick here safely. The rest is up to you.
Lady Harding was quite nimble in the wilderness.
I'll be watching to make sure the Hakkonites don't come back.
This is Tevinter, from well before the last Inquisitor's time. I understand they use such tiles as locks. Interesting, though not likely related to Ameridan.
Nothing.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed.
That's something you don't see every day.
A pair of shrines. This one is clearly Andrastian, albeit from a very early period, likely pre-divine. But this is Elven, one of their gods. What was it? Every mother finds Druffalo among sleeping juniper groves. G something. The one with the deer.
That would be Gillenan, mother of the Hala.
Yes! Brilliant, thank you. Oh, that would have bothered me all day.
2 shrines for 2 lovers. Inquisitor Ameridan and Talana. Maybe Talana was an elf.
Oh, yes, that's good. The Chantry expunged references to elves before the Exalted March on the Dales. They erased the Canticle of Shartan. They must have done the same to Talana.
The Gentry should not rewrite history to cover up inconvenient truths.
Agreed. The chant of light should spread the truth, not suppress it.
Regardless, the important thing is what this tells us. It's not a burial site. That much is obvious.
Look at those flowers. They're not native to the area. What if they were left at the shrine as an offering?
Yes. A night of prayer before battle against the dragon. But then where? Where? We're missing something. What are we missing? Oh, where did you go?
Professor, look at this. Shartan 10-7 and Transfigurations 10-1.
Shartan is dissonant. And before them, empty, outstretched, lay the land which led to the gates of Minrathous. And Transfigurations is, the light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world. Why these verses? Why would Inquisitor Ameridan take the time to carve this before going into battle?
The gates of Minrathous. Isn't there a Tevinter fortress in the area?
Yes. Oh, of course! The ritual site! To seal the dragon away, Ameridan's elven mage must have used a spell at a site of great power.
My scouts have checked the fortress. It's sealed behind a wall of ice. It has to be magic.
Let's look around. Ameridan found a way through that ice. That way should be nearby.
Every lock has a key.
Like these trail markers. Ameridan must have known how to use them. If they can melt through the ice, that must be where Ameridan sealed away the dragon.
I'll follow the markers and see what we can find.
certain these trail markers will burn through this wall of ice around the fortress.
At least the trail markers appear to be functional.
You think these things will get us through that giant fortress wall?
Appears we shall be reduced to wading. Lovely.
I don't know what you're complaining about. You're taller than I am.
The path is gone. We must find another way around. We are almost to the fortress.
You made quite the impression at the Winter Palace.
When I punched the wall, perhaps.
Did you think you could dance with one of the most powerful men in southern Thedas and go unnoticed?
They were all talking, weren't they?
It was on the lips of half the court before the song was done. It could have taken a day or two for news to reach the capital, given the disruptions of the Civil War.
Oh, sweet maker.
You weren't aiming for discretion, darling, were you?
Your gods are weak, Inquisitor! You will see the power of Hakkon when we destroy the lowlands!
We are ill-equipped for a siege, my dear. Perhaps a change of tactics? Our new friends at Stonebear Hold may be of some use.
When you are ready, you have our blades, Inquisitor.
You said that the Jaws of Hakkon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Ameridan, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakkon himself.
You're not bothered by the idea that our Inquisitor killed your god?
He didn't kill him. That would have been easier. Whatever fight your Inquisitor finished, the Jaws of Hakkon started. I find no fault with a warrior defending his people.
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams. Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skulls say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tyrda Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell. When you are ready, you have our blades, Inquisitor.
I'm ready to attack the Jaws of Hakkon.
Good. They will pay the blood price for what they have done. Your Skald and your Scout are here. We can plan the assault.
Oh, I like the sound of Skald. It's more dramatic than Professor. Yes, well, everything we've found out about Inquisitor Ameridan suggests that he never emerged from that Tevinter fortress.
If that is where your Inquisitor defeated Hakkon, that is where the Jaws of Hakkon must perform the rite to free him.
Inquisitor Ameridan saved the lowlands from an Avar invasion. We cannot do any less.
You really have no problem with us killing your god?
Gods cannot be reborn until they die. Hakkon needs a good rebirthing.
If you say so.
With its ice wall melted, the fortress is open to attack. We must strike soon, before our foes recover.
They're already trying. I've got most of our forces defending the shrine from Hakkonites who want to restore the wall.
If anyone has suggestions, now is the time.
What gives you fear, Inquisitor? Is this not the battle you wanted?
I'm no warrior, but with Lady Harding's forces defending the shrine and no way to breach the walls...
Lowlanders. Why not climb the walls?
Your warriors can get over those walls before the Hakkonites stop them?
This is not a war, Stone Daughter. This is a raid. We strike at night, clad lightly. We climb the wall and open the gate from inside.
If Stonebearhold can open the gates, we would be grateful.
The Jaws of Hakkon have been bugs in my bedroll for months, Inquisitor. We owe you thanks.
Inquisition forces will feign weakness near the shrine. That'll draw some of them away from the fortress.
Not too many, I hope.
Yes, save some for us.
Right, Inquisitor. Hask and I will climb over.
I'll be there to catch Parv when he slips.
Of course you will. You'll be behind me after all.
Where the guard?
I've got him.
There! For Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold! Hakkon's glory!
I'm happy to see you too!
No sign of the dragon. It must be in there.
Watch out for the ice walls. We cannot let them slow us.
The ward is destroyed.
This frost is magical in nature. If we do not make haste, we will freeze to death.
Yes, false cold, but the real fire keeps it away.
They are performing the ritual. I suggest we hurry. barbarian's allowing himself to be possessed by Hakkon. Is he insane? Shall we have a look around?
Dragon. She's stuck, still, a statue. Hakkon is angry inside her.
Leave the lady lost and lonely, scouring eyes of spirit. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated.
We must disrupt the ritual first. Then Hakkon can be harmed.
Face me and die, Inquisitor! What predecessor could not stand against me, you shall fall as well! I am the cold bite of winter!
He's putting out the fires.
I am Hakkon reborn!
The cold is worse near the creature.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor? How fares Draken? Has he brought the chant to the whole world yet?
Inquisitor Ameridan, you disappeared in 120 Divine, around the time of the signing of the Navaran Accord.
You say it as though it was... How long?
You were the last Inquisitor. There has not been another since you disappeared 800 years ago.
Draken was my oldest friend. He would have sent someone to find me.
He would have, had the Second Blight not swept across Orlais, demanding his full attention.
I see. Tilana escaped the battle. Did she... Do the records say what became of her?
She returned to the island. From what we can tell, she died trying to reach you through dreams.
I asked her not to. She was a good hunter and the love of my life, but she never... I never wanted this job. Hunting demons was so much simpler than politics.
Inquisitor Ameridan? How could the leader of the Seekers be a mage?
Has history forgotten so much? I was not a Seeker myself, as most Inquisitors were. I used my magical gifts in the hunting of demons in Maleficarum. Do the Seekers no longer welcome the aid of mages?
No, that was forgotten. Among many other things.
This is Cassandra Pentecost. She is a member of the Order of Seekers.
I am honored, Inquisitor.
As am I. Your predecessors were good men and women in difficult times. As the Inquisition joined the Chantry, we required a leader who inspired loyalty, not fear. Draken asked that I lead, to show a united front. I was needed, as I suspect you were needed.
It hasn't been all bad.
I am glad to hear it. And sorry to burden you with my unfinished business. The dragon carries the spirit of an Avar god. I lacked the strength to kill it. My own magic was able to bind us all, locked in time. But when the cultists drew that spirit into another vessel, it disrupted my bindings. It is breaking free.
I'm already fighting one would-be god. I can make time for one more.
Then I leave the world in good hands. The passage of years can be delayed, but not ignored. I will soon join Tilana at Andraste's side. Take this. It holds the last few memories of an old hunter who was neither as wise nor as strong as he thought. Fight well, Inquisitor. I am honored to have met you.
She still has Hakkon inside her. We have to stop her before she hurts people.
I do hope you intend to rebuild your Seekers, Cassandra.
Rebuilding is not enough. I would see the Seekers forged into something greater than what they were.
I'm pleased to hear it, my dear. With... Templars all but lost. We'll need someone to deal with dangerous magic.
So Tilana and I can deal with the dragon. My spirit companion believes we can seal the dragon away, even if we cannot kill it. It is less clear whether I can do so without sealing myself in as well. But I have little choice. This beast will wreak devastation across Orlais unless we stop it now.
No one ever knew. Their heroism was lost to history.
It doesn't matter that no one remembers. What matters is that they helped.
Inquisitor Ameridan, who helped bring the Inquisition into the Chantry, built the shrine for the Maker and the Elven gods.
They're not so different, Draken. Just another pair of boots to walk the same road. He doesn't see, wants it simple, but I can help him get there. There's room for both.
Glad to have friends on my side. Tilana and Heron have been arguing about Heron using the lyrium to fight demons. Some things never change. Irina has a new alchemical trick she wants to try, like pitch or tar, but stronger. A recipe straight from Orzammar. They argue, fuss, and mock each other mercilessly. And I would be lost without them.
A dwarf getting on someone's nerves. I can't imagine.
Every age has those destined for greatness, it seems.
They were happy, then dead. But this is still here.
Stand with the humans against the Darkspawn, we might lose everything we have gained. I will fight this Avar dragon for you, Draken. And then we shall drive back the Darkspawn together.
But he died here, and the elves ignored the second blight as it spread across Orlais. So began the animosity that led to the destruction of the Dales.
Lowlanders, I am the breath, the cold wind of war. Join me in battle and die!
no longer in danger of being bound by enemies of the Inquisition.
Yes, I am no danger now.
No more than you were before.
You worried.
I've never gotten to see you take down a dragon in person. I must say, it's fun to see it up close.
Perhaps this calls for a new title. Dragon Slayer Harding, perhaps.
Oh, a fancy title goes against the point of being a scout. Nobody should see me coming. Inquisitor Ameridan would have been proud that you finished what he started. It's strange. History forgot so much of who he was. They never knew he died saving everyone. Do you ever feel that way?
You weren't in the fortress. How'd you hear about Ameridan?
I'm a scout, remember? Who do you think writes the messages Liliana reads?
It's not about what we feel. It's about doing what needs to be done.
I suppose you're right. For what it's worth. Nice work, Trevelyan. Anyway, I'll be at camp if there's anything here you want to finish up. Otherwise, see you at Skyhold.
Reminding our people of our alliance with Draken. And here, risking death with me. Still, in the old tongue, your name, Talanadas, means nothing is inevitable. I will remember your name. And hope.
Dreamers are said to be sensitive to demons. A creature like Hakkon would have caused Telana terrible pain.
Too bright, blinding, breaking, broken. Get to safety. I will seal us both away. It's not forever. Come back with aid. But her leg was broken. She could only lie down and try to see him one last time.
That was a good fight. The Jaws of Hakkon are broken and hoardless. Their stragglers yet wander the woods. But their foolish plan died with Gurd Harofsen. My augur tells me you have already killed the dragon. We are grateful. Now we can sing him back to life where he belongs. In the land of dreams.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakkon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakkon.
Yes. Many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They bound their god to the dragon and set it upon your people. Then they died and Hakkon's voice went silent. We did not know why until now.
What can you tell me about the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakkon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gurd Harofsen lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
What do the Jaws of Hakkon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakkonites care only for Hakkon Wintersbreath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakkon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakkon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing.